What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to see if this golf shoe can make you hit the golf ball further. So let's get to it. So guys, the shoe we have here is the Payntr X golf shoe, and the other shoe we've got is my regular golf shoe, which is the Nike Air Jordan. So we'll talk about it quickly. Let's put my shoe back on. And I'm going to have to read from my phone. So they claim that it's got holistic comfort and performance traction built for the biomechanics of the golf swing. So performance enhancing traction, three-dimensional traction provides golfers the ability to better control linear motion, resist rotational movements, and more effectively harness vertical ground forces. So as all you guys know, when you want to hit the golf ball further, we've got to use the ground a lot more. So that's interesting to see that. The holistic comfort, soft and responsive underfoot, which they are. I have been wearing these shoes for the past 3 weeks, playing golf and hitting balls as well, and I can preach they are very comfortable. With PMX foam midsole, delivers on-course comfort and zonal specific support for the golf swing. Lightweight, flexible and breathable. Includes a vented tongue, so as you go about the laces, it fits snug to your foot. Most important part, explosive propulsion. Articulated TPU outsole. So we'll go to that, which I imagine is this bit here. And zonally engineered dual durometer EVA midsole house a lightweight responsive graphite power plate, which you can see underneath the shoe there, which delivers golfers maximum energy return to more effectively generate ground force reaction. So, and also they're waterproof. I've used these in horrendous weather and you just wipe and clean it at the end of the round and they're basically brand new again. So that can go away. I'll put my shoe back on. So guys, that's the info and the description of the shoe, which I have now got on my feet. And then obviously the description of a Nike Air Jordan is basically they're just very comfortable and they look very, very good. So as you guys seen in previous videos, I used these shoes in my long drive event and I won. So they're obviously not a bad shoe and obviously they're not losing me power. But what we're going to find out now is we're going to see if these shoes can give me anything, even if it's 1%, which is massive. And we're going to see how they compare to that. So I'm down here at North Wales Indoor Golf and Driving Range. I'm outside on the range. They have 14 bays undercover and they have 6 bays outside and they have an indoor sim as well. So I'm just going to hit a couple of shots now. I'm going to let you guys know how the shoes feel when I'm outdoors on a mat, because it's quite, well, there's a bit of dew, it's a little bit slippery. So you guys know how they feel. And then we're going to go inside the sim room onto the GC2. We'll hit 5 balls with each shoe and we'll see if there's any difference in power. If I swing it quicker, produce more ball speed, anything with the Payntr X shoes compared to the Jordan shoes. So let's hit a couple of shots. So we're just going to start off hitting a couple of 7-irons. And like I said earlier, I have used these shoes for about 3 weeks. They are very comfortable, so. And that was not a bad shot. What I can say as well is the grip on these shoes. I don't think I've slipped with these shoes once yet, whereas I did slip a couple of times with my Jordans, but the spikes on these are slightly different. I'll show you again at the end of the video. But they're very, very good for grip. So just hitting 7-irons, around 200 with the range ball. And a couple more with this, and then we'll go off the bag a little bit. Let's go one more. So what I want to know as well, guys, is I want you guys to comment down below if you would buy these shoes if they were to guarantee you any sort of distance and performance in the golf swing. So let me know what you think, and let me know if you think it's just a a gimmick that everyone else is bringing out, different shoes, equal different distance, stuff like that. So let me know, and let me know if you've tried them or own a pair as well. Alright, so I'm just going to go up to a rescue wood. I'm going to hit a couple of balls with this here, and then we're going to go indoors and pull out the big stick, because that's all you guys want to see. So that wasn't a very good strike, but it went all right. This is probably one of my favourite clubs in the bag. Even a miss it goes straight. So last ball, and then we'll go inside, hit the driver. It's not a bad one to finish on. Right then, let's go inside. We'll change the shoes, we'll put the Jordans on. We'll see how they compare, and then we'll change back to these and we'll see if there's any difference. So we'll see you in a minute in the sim room. Right guys, we're back, we're inside. We're in the indoor studio, GC2 on the floor. I have changed shoes, I've got my Jordans on. Feel just as comfortable as the other shoes. So we're gonna hit 5 drivers with these shoes on. We're gonna hit 5 drivers with the other shoes on. We're gonna compare the results, gonna see if there's any difference in ball speed. I'm gonna swing as hard as I can in control, because I'm just using my playing driver, which is 45.75 inch, long drive head, lofted up to 6, and we have got the auto flex shaft. There will be video coming soon on this as well, so keep your eyes peeled on that. So before we start this test, comment down below if you think there's going to be a difference between the 2 shoes, and if there is going to be a difference, what is the difference going to be? It can be anything you think. Comment down below, let me know, and let's get into it. Let's hit some bombs. So my typical ball speed with this playing driver will be around 200, so we'll be able to see the comparison there. That's a good one out the block. It's a little bit out the toe, so the ball speed's down a little bit, but not a bad shot to start. These are my first drivers of the day. A little bit thin. So we've averaged 189 twice there. That was better. Two more. Ooh. That wasn't a good one. I did feel a little bit of a slip then. So not the greatest there. I slipped a little bit. And last one with these shoes. That's a decent one to finish. Right then, so guys, that's the 5 shots we've just hit with the Jordans on. They were just all 5 normal golf swings that I do on a golf course. So we'll just run through the numbers now. I'll throw the numbers on the screen so you can see. So we're looking at an average ball speed of 191.3, which is lower than what I would usually be. My first 5 drivers of the day, I'm obviously going to be a little bit slower. And it's this time of year, I'm not pushing speed, so that's not a problem. Spin, 2,507, which is fine with the plain driver. This is a 6-degree driver with the Autoflex shaft. Average carry of 329 and average total of 352. We'll look at launch as well. So launch was 10 degrees. So guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to switch shoes. We're going to hit 5 more balls again. We're going to see if any of them numbers slightly differ. If anything, I think we might see a difference in launch angle because if the shoes say what they're going to do, they should maximise ground force going down, which in turn will allow the power to come up. So I feel like my angle of attack may be a little bit higher and I might launch the ball a little bit higher as well. And that might lead to ball speed. So we're going to see the difference between the two. I'm going to change my shoes now and we'll hit 5 more balls. So we've changed the shoes straight away. I have worn these, as I've said a couple of times already, for the last 3 weeks. They feel firmer than the Jordans. Jordans are more designed for comfort. Obviously, these are comfortable. They're probably not as comfortable as my Jordans, I will give them that. But if these produce more power, what do you want to outweigh? Do you want to outweigh comfort or do you want more power? In my case, in long drive, I want more power. So we're going to see if that is the difference between these 2 shoes. And we're going to hit 5 drivers now with these shoes on. We'll compare the 2 numbers and then I'll give you a side-by-side of the 2 shoes. We'll look at the grip underneath for certain things like that, because these are a little bit grippier as well. I must give them that. So 5 balls, let's go. Left the face open ever so slightly there. Not the best hit, but that was hit a lot better. Okay, that's 2 down. Again, another solid strike. I am trying to feel like I'm swinging the exact same. I'm not giving any more than I was on the previous 5. Go 2 more. Oh, there you go. We've got to get one of them in. So I'm not editing out shots because I'm just hitting 5 in a row. And what happens, happens. It's going to drop the ball speed average down a little bit. And last ball. Another bad one. Out the neck. So there's the 5 we just hit with the Payntr X golf shoes. So let's look at the numbers and let's compare. So I just put the numbers on the screen for you now. Obviously them 2 were really bad, so that has dropped the average ball speed down a lot. So the average ball speed for the first 3, we were averaging, well, it was 193.6, 198, 195.6. So the average of them 3 was way up. The launch was up, which I thought it would be. But the last 2 I hit really thin, not very good. So we're going to keep them in anyway. So the average is 191.2 and the last photo was 191.3. So these shoes were slightly lower, but I did hit 5 good balls with the last pair of shoes on and I only hit 3 good balls with these pair of shoes on. Launch was 10 on the last one and it was 9 due to the fact that I hit them two really bad. Spin, 100 between it, which is fine. But again, last two were really bad. Average carry was down. Again, the last two shots I hit were really, really bad. So it's hard to gauge that. So we're not going to look deep into them numbers. If we look at the three best balls I hit with the Jordans on, it was 194, 194, and 190. So an average of 192, give or take. And the best three I hit with the Payntr X shoes were 198, 195.6 and 193.6. So there was a little bit more ball speed wearing these shoes. From looking at the numbers, unfortunately I hit two bad shots, but I'm not going to take them out anyway because it's an average of 5. We don't always hit good shots. Well, I don't always hit good shots, as most of you do anyway. So when we're looking at the numbers, these shoes probably did produce a little bit more ball speed and a little bit more higher launch when I hit the ball good. I think it's due to the fact that they're a little bit firmer in the ground, and as they state, maximises ground force into the floor, which allows us to swing out of it as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to look quickly. I'm going to show you guys the studs, underneath. So on the Jordans, as you can see, all the grooves go one way apart from the heel at the bottom here. Whereas with these shoes here, we have circle spikes running along here and down the heel as well. But we also have arrowed spikes as well. So they give you a little bit more traction, and we do have the carbon plate in the middle. So my review on the shoes, I actually really like them. So my take on the shoe, am I going to wear it? Am I not going to wear it? Am I going to go back to my Jordans? I'm going to stick with the shoe. Basically, I don't think it's going to give me much difference. If it gives me 1 mile an hour, 1 mile an hour is great. But I think the main difference for myself is I just feel like I've got a lot more grip under the shoe. And when I'm swinging at 150 mile an hour plus, when I'm pumped up in a long drive event, I want as much grip as possible so I don't lose any power, I don't lose any traction, and I can hit the best shot possible. So that's the comparison on the Payntr X golf shoe against the Jordan, my regular golf shoe. Go over, give the guys a follow on Instagram. It's Payntr Golf EU, and they do have Payntr Golf as well, which is also their other American site. Go over, have a look at the shoes. They do have 3 different colorways. They have hats, they have gloves, obviously the shoes as well. It's worth trying. If it gives you 1% in your golf game, I think that's worth it. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the notification bell. Every time I do upload a new video, you guys are notified straight away so you can watch. We've got some plenty of other good stuff coming as well. There's going to be a review on this Autoflex shaft as well, so you guys are not going to want to miss that. Probably the hottest shaft in golf at the moment. We're going to compare that against my long drive Patterson shaft as well. So I'm just waiting for the 48-inch long drive shaft to come to me, and then we're going to try them. So guys, as I've said again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.